Oh.
He gonna cry in the car.
Hello and welcome to the Loose Butthole Review. I am your host Smokey, and joining with me as always is my co-host Spooge.
Hello.
And before we get into it, gotta share the 3 rules of the Loose Butthole Reviews. First rule is gotta be a 5 out of 5 rating, 1 being we hate it, 5 we love it. Number 2 is we can only give a Jeff Goldblum if the movie makes us say we want our money back. And number 3 is we can only give a God tier if we both agree that it deserves a 6 out of 5. And it applies to this movie, because today we are reviewing Friday from 1995.
Yes. And we had to watch it twice.
Yeah, we did. But being God tier, it
Mhm.
doesn't really matter.
I think it was the perfect test.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. To be honest, even I was questioning it, but today I thought about the scene with John Witherspoon where he like put up your dukes and he's like, this
Mhm.
makes you a man. That, just thinking back at that scene, I was like, nah, it's fucking 6 out of God tier for me.
Yeah, I mean, just like the performances in this are all great. Like, just like
And
perfectly over the top. Like it just fits. It doesn't ever feel
this
like
is where
corny or
the name
anything.
Smokey comes from. It's an establishment to the channel, actually.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then you just added the clown for because you were a Joker kid.
Yeah, I didn't want to be too on the nose and say the
Mhm.
Joker or something, so I just
Mhm.
slapped the clown on it. But I
I
don't
mean, it
even
worked.
I dropped the clown a long time ago. I'm just Smokey now.
Well, I mean, well, they'll see it on your gamer tag.
Yeah, but that will change eventually.
Mm, I got you.
But yes, Chris Tucker's. This is my favorite performance from him, and unfortunately, because he doesn't want to cuss again, we're not gonna ever get more Smokey. But it,
What? Chris
yeah,
Tucker doesn't want to cuss.
he
How do we?
became
What?
a
How does
he
he have no
became a
career anymore then?
he became a born again Christian. Where, yeah, something like
He
that.
can't be like. He can't even be like the cool ones that still cuss.
No, he refrains from doing stuff like that. So
Oh.
yeah, we don't get any more Smokey because he sees cussing as an integral part to the character, which I can kind of see that, but they do establish that he goes to rehab, so he could have became a born again Christian, and I feel Smokey could have worked in that kind of setting in a way, but who
Hmm.
knows?
Yeah,
We'll never know.
that is. Mhm. That's true. I mean, I guess he would have he I guess the like Ice Cube would have to come with him with that idea. He'd probably do it then, be like, "Oh no, you don't have to actually do anything, like say
No,
anything,
if I'm
Jared."
not mistaken, he's actually been approached to do Smokey again,
Mm-hmm.
but he's turned down every time. And of course, in every stand up that I've seen Chris Tucker do, he's always got to mention, "No, I'm not doing Smokey again."
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of solidified that he's done with the character, which I kind of understand. But man, this is my this is my favorite character of any movie, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I haven't seen the Final Friday, but I think if you have a movie called The Final Friday, then it's okay to just let it be the final one.
Yeah, there is no Final Friday. The next one it will be next Friday, and then the one after that will be Friday after next.
Oh, Friday after next. Okay.
Yeah,
What did
they
I
got
hear
a
as
good.
Final Friday?
The I mean, Final Friday would have been good, but I have a feeling that would indicate that Craig would be dying because it is Craig's story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, it's because I'm fucking thinking of fucking Nightmare. No, Friday the 13th. Sorry.
Hey, it would be cool if they did like if for some reason the last movie was for some reason like like a weird hood horror where like Debo, that would be fucking cool because they do a Debo does hunt him down in next Friday. Little spoiler where that's the main story for
Mhm.
the next one is Debo's hunting him down. So they could totally bring him back for the fucking the final Friday and make it like a hood themed horror film, like fucking Leprechaun goes to the hood.
You just have Jason show up just like to get to knock the fuck out.
Oh man. And I also have it's my own personal theory that Smokey is Beaumont Livingston from Jackie Brown, which we reviewed last week.
Oh.
Yeah, we never hear Smokey's name, so his name could be Beaumont Livingston, and we don't know what happens to him after this film, so who knows? In Rehab, fucking Samuel L. Jackson's character in Jackie Brown gets out earlier than Lewis. How does he get out earlier than Lewis? Court mandated rehab. Who does he meet in the court mandated rehab? Smokey. Bam. Problem
Bam.
solved.
And so that
It's
means
canon.
Jackie Brown is the final Friday.
Yeah, Jackie Brown. Well, technically for Smokey, yeah, that we could say that's what happened to Smokey. That's why we don't see any more Smokey. Is unfortunately.
Yeah, we don't know what day of the week he died. It wasn't specified in Jackie Brown.
No, it's not.
Could have been Friday.
But yes, oh man, and the soundtrack. You brought this up on the chat. The fucking soundtrack. I fucking love every song they play.
They got. I mean, when you get fucking Bootsy Collins on your soundtrack, you know
Yes.
it's lit. Let me actually look at the soundtrack real quick. Keep going. Oh, I got you. Oh yes, soundtrack. I mean, this is definitely something if it's out there on vinyl, that'd definitely be a grab. That'd be one you prop up. Got to show that one off. Let's see. What was the Bootsy one? Because I wanted to see if it, because I saw Ice Cube had something to do with it too. So like a full on collaboration, man, just happened. You got me wide open. And it says, oh shit. Producer. Oh, I guess Ice Cube produced it.
Either way,
Damn.
it's a phenomenal
I mean, yeah,
soundtrack.
he's got his hands in some of this. Let's see.
Man, this even though his scene in short, Bertie Mac's character is on fucking
Oh
point.
shit. Yeah, just like that was great.
And he is part of an on like there. I fucking love the Parker gag. Is not just a one-off note. It's several layers of a gag that just keeps building onto itself. It's like it's like a C plot that's going on in the background.
Mhm. it feels just like, I mean, I don't know, it's just all the crazy shit that just can happen when you're just sitting on your porch.
Yeah. Oh man. It's the how natural this feels. It's some kind of eerie to me sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, did they just film like two 21-year-old burnouts just like hanging out?
Mm-hmm. Like definitely one of my favorite of the like the extra side characters was definitely fucking Red, which is it's played by DJ
Pooh. Yeah, DJ Pooh plays Red. Yeah, definitely a
Yeah,
nice little.
He's a natural. He's a fucking natural. Just let that run. He does when he gets his chain stolen.
Yes, it's classic. And also I have to bring up since Ezel, the another fucking amazing, like that actor fell into that role
Yeah.
amazingly. uh, sh-
Debo.
Debo was phenomenal. He's a good antagonist.
And the perfect choice, just putting his giant ass on that little ass bike, like
Yes.
slowly riding up with the doo doo.
Uh, it I like how they incorporated the bike sound into him.
Yes.
Into him, like it that's his shark sound approaching. And I have to bring up uh what's his name? Michael Dirk Dirk. I can't remember his last name. He has a quick little cameo in this as well. He plays the craps player,
Oh yeah, he's in the
plays the
background.
kingpin. Yeah, he's randomly in the background. I always got to point him out because I
And
another theory is this is probably Kingpin from Daredevil before he became Kingpin.
oh yeah, yeah, that universe is Kingpin's origin. Yeah, hanging out with Devo and Smokey. And fucking what is his name? Stan, not Chris, little Chris.
Yeah.
Another great character.
Yes, that
Like
little
him all
kid.
acting all tough, and then when there's like kind of getting close to him, just being like quick play, and then instantly back to like being all tough again. It's like so believable.
uh, yes, this it's everything in this film is just ace. It's perfect, man.
The editing's really good too. Just like they perfect like this perfect editing, just of like at the perfect points when it just like they speed up and it just works. Like with Big Worm.
Yes, when he's getting the fuck out of there. Yes.
It was like it was stuff that would like that would be rarely done, but sometimes done well on like in shows like All That or like though, but like this one like just had the timing so great, just like that
Yeah.
kind of speed up the. Not even All That or something. What's the show I'm fucking thinking of that fucking did that shit? Kind of blanking out now.
I'm not one hundred
All
percent
That was
sure.
fucking live. It wouldn't have editing.
You're not talking about In Living Color, are you?
And Living Color is also live.
Okay,
It's not a live
I'm
show. I'm
gotcha.
thinking of there's a show that like kind of would play a lot with like the like speeding up like that too, but it was overdone.
Gotcha. I would
And
have
this one like
no
just had it
clue.
like that. It would like catch me off guard, but it was also like perfect in this one.
Man, and they only did it
That's
the one
probably where I
time
kind
too
of
in
like laughed
this.
the most,
They
probably.
only do it one time in Friday. They only do it that with one scene for Big Worm.
So they did it again. Fuck. I'm trying. I would have to go back and look.
Are you if you're talking about the scene
They
where
did it like
Chris
two other
Tucker
times.
is if you're talking about the scene that like where Chris Tucker is getting all his stuff, that's just Chris Tucker moving. That's not him sped up at all.
Pretty sure there's a couple of people getting sped up. I would have to look.
But nonetheless, even if they do it, it's seamless enough to where it's the only time it's noticeable. It's warranted that it's
Mhm.
noticeable.
Yeah, I might have just thought fucking Chris Tucker was sometimes.
Because
But I mean, I could only think. I could only thought like of like either like it was either I feel like it was like at least twice, but
yeah, he's a he's fast. Oh man, and God, the the Janet Jackson joke. That gag is such a amazing build up with such an amazing payoff.
Just like some jokes that shouldn't really age well, like still fucking worked, and I'm glad that they just did it perfectly. Like they didn't spend a lot of time of it. Just like the the Asian clerk just like popping up the way he did with the little thong. It was a big grin.
No, you did notice that it says black owned on it, right?
Oh shit! I missed that part.
Yeah,
There's some
yeah.
things I still missed. God damn it! I was paying attention to his fucking face there because he was making such a face.
And apparently it's supposed to be black. I fucking
See,
that's like the
even
best.
though even the joke flew over my head, it still made me crack the fuck up. Just with like, wait, what?
Like it's so fucking like every single everything in this is like thought out fucking I can't say the word right now, but methodically is thought out. It's fucking amazing. I'm so fucking glad we get to give this a guide here.
Yeah, I don't know why we haven't watched this sooner. It fucking
Because I kept putting it off because I wanted to watch all of them back to back because
I mean, even fucking before when we're fucking hanging out and getting stoned.
I don't know why we didn't. That this is one that I would watch religiously to the point. I know we just watched
We
it.
watched Half Baked twice.
Yeah, we watched Half Baked, and
And this
to
is
be
definitely
honest,
better than Half Baked.
oh yeah, for sure, Half Baked is not that.
Maybe.
Half
I mean,
Baked
like this is definitely better, but I wouldn't. I don't want to save to put down Half Baked either. I need to watch that again.
I do need to watch that again, but I definitely would give that probably a 4.5. Definitely, because there's some choices in that they do kind of go okay. They get out there a little bit, and in this it's so grounded to the point where this is literally just a slice of life, living in LA basically.
What also makes this better than like something like Half Baked or a lot of stoner movies is there isn't like the mandatory part like plots and arcs. Like it just flows. Yeah, as you said, it flows like a regular fucking like as it's just like happening. You know.
Yeah, like it's just a natural day.
There's no
out.
fucking like mid like arc breakup. There's no there's no real annoying like love story going on. It's just like he's trying to get with her and that's about it.
Yeah, and
there's no
and
annoying thing like that.
It didn't come out of left field. The very first scene in the kitchen, they bring her up and they show her running, and they gradually, and that's what I love. They foreshadow to what happens at the end throughout the whole film. They don't just blatantly tell you, but if you're smart enough, you will pick up what is gonna happen. And I don't think that's bad because all of it is visually done. None of it's like handed out to you on a silver platter.
Yeah, as opposed to like a basic stoner movie where they'd shove in like going on a date and then them being like, oh no, there's some friction in the relationship now and then he has to earn, like that type of thing that's like in every fucking not even just stoner movie, but like in every comedy movie, like any comedy that has like a romance in there.
In this, it's extremely natural. It's extremely natural in this.
It just plays like a bit. It plays with like, here's a little bit that's going on. Here's a little bit that's going on, and it's all great. It all flows together.
It's not much else we could say, to be honest.
Regina King, very good, very good.
Oh yeah, she is in this. She does play a nice little role.
Yeah, she's Craig's sister.
Yeah, it's very, to be honest, she's not forgettable, but she does play her role in kind of like just a background character for me.
And I mean, she has some good lines, and she's like very believably like feels like a sister dissing her brother.
Yeah, definitely, just like the sister. To be honest, I know we're not, but this movie makes me feel like we're hanging out with Craig and Smokey.
I mean,
in a
forgettable.
way.
Yeah, to me,
And
but
well, no, I don't mean forgettable, but she
yeah,
plays a good sister that's in the background, that's just
yeah, yeah.
constantly that you know is gonna be around. That's what I was
Mm.
trying to get into. This movie makes me feel like I'm hanging out with Craig and Smokey. So when it comes to the sister, I'm not ignoring her, but I'm not, you know, putting her up there because that's Craig's sister.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I got you.
I'm disappearing into hanging out with them.
And
So
I was saying, I
I'm
might
not
have
gonna
noticed more because I was a little bit crushing there.
exactly, and I'm the friend that's not gonna crush on somebody's sister that I'm hanging out with. Especially since I've watched this. This has to be like the second or third film that I've watched in my life ever, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Yeah,
And
but then it's
because of
also
that,
then I also go down the rabbit hole of like, oh shit, and then also she plays Riley Huey, which then I'm like, oh, that's kind of odd. But at least she doesn't sound like. But she fucking changes her voice for those characters like so well too. I mean,
yeah,
she's a great actor.
she's a great voice actor, great just all around actor.
Mm. And I mean, going back to John Witherspoon, R.I.P.
Yes, R.I.P. And this is
But that's why.
uh
That's also why this we can't ever have a new one. It's because I mean, you got to have John Witherspoon.
yeah,
That's
that I
why.
think.
That's why I'm like not excited about the new Boondocks either.
Oh man, that's gonna be upsetting. But yes, this role, John Witherspoon's role, and this is phenomenal. I mean, to, he's such a like he's that he it just disappears into that father role.
Hmm. And now I get all the Friday references from Boondocks,
Yeah, you do.
as
Not
let
only that,
alone than you.
yeah, because this, to be honest, this movie, like I was getting into earlier, it's like the third movie that I've seen ever, and ever since then, it's been like just a movie. To be honest, I know I was gonna say this earlier, but I think I get distracted. I know we just watched this twice in a row, but if someone really wanted to watch this movie like tomorrow with me,
Mhm.
I would not hesitate. I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, dude. Let's throw that shit on."
Yeah, definitely. I
it
would too. It's such a
it
great, and it's like it's and I don't think I wouldn't have been mad if the movie was longer, but also it's just like it's real short too, so it's like it doesn't take up that much of your time. It's an hour and 30, pretty
yeah, it's an hour
much.
and
I
30
mean,
minutes. To be honest, I wouldn't mind just 10 more minutes of just Craig and
mhm.
Smokey shooting shit. That
It feels less than an hour and 30 minutes. That's
oh,
why I
that
had to like stop myself, and I was like, it's an hour and 30 minutes. I'm like, that's actually pretty standard like length for a movie. So I'm like, oh, but it feels real short.
yeah, it because of how I think that's because of how natural it flows.
Mm-hmm.
You just sucked into it, and it ah
Yeah, this will get you through a good. This is like the perfect, just like pop on for a smoke session. Not only just like sitting down and watching it anytime too, but like oh, having this in the background too.
yeah. Just if you need background noise, this would be definitely a good because it's to be honest, I see why that this because this was also reran on any time that it was I would rewatch, but this was a one that was reran on TV quite often. I see fucking why it's just so brilliant.
Mhm. Like
Like
and yeah, it's definitely like and you didn't really have, and especially in that day, it's like it was pretty. You didn't get a lot of like black black stoner comedies like that too. You know,
yeah, this is definitely a very
definitely.
unique one for its day.
Mhm. Yeah, like usually, it's yeah, I mean, like as diverse as you get as would be Cheech and Chong,
Yeah,
but otherwise it's usually a bunch of like white hippie types,
yeah, definitely. And then of
or
course
white stoner type grunge types of like
yeah,
of this era, especially, and
yeah, I know
it
exactly
definitely
what
like
you mean.
broke with that, and then like wiped out any stoner movie of this era is like out of the fucking.
Yeah, to be honest, this is such a great. I forget that you can count this as a stoner film because it's such a good comedy. I recommend this to anybody, not just stoners. Like it's
Mhm.
just something that you need to watch. Just for the sheer lesson that John Witherspoon gives. That lesson alone is something everybody needs to take an account for.
See, and this is why like I want to really give like a lot. I mean, like I didn't really before, but this kind of nails down. This nails down like why I don't like kind of like look the other way too much for like some stoner comedies of being like, oh, it's just a stupid comedy too, because this one is a stoner comedy and like a cinematic masterpiece
Yes. It
at the same time. It proves that like, hey, not all stoners are fucking losers. This
yeah,
movie ain't a loser.
this I 100% agree with that. Oh man.
Oh, also want to just like it didn't hit as hard this time since I was expecting it, but first the I want to say for the first time we watched it too, just being thrown off of just like how intense the the drive-by got, like all of a sudden, then just like a full-on gunfight for like a
Oh
quick
yeah.
second.
The drive-by, yes.
Mhm.
That's definitely like a good like throw you off moment.
It's like, oh shit, but it's perfect for that shit can just
To be
escalate.
honest, I hate to say it, but that's living in South LA for you.
Mhm.
To this day, that's just bound to happen.
But yeah.
Oh man, can't. Oh, and I got a Mr. Parker. It's when it's such a great gag.
Hmm. It is. I like that actor too. Seen him a lot, and apparently, shit. But randomly, we're gonna have to fucking watch because I've been putting it off. I'm gonna have to put it on the list too. We're gonna have to like watch Willow sometime.
Oh yes, definitely. Oh, and
That'll be a good opening for that'll.
to,
So maybe some other month we'll do like a Warwick Davis month. Get
yeah,
some
we
Replicons in and like a Willow. I
may.
mean, like a bit short one. Like we won't do like his full, because I'm
I
sure
was
he
gonna
like
say we
just shows
won't
up in a lot of things.
dedicate
But
an annual month, but we'll do like we'll have yeah we'll do a Warwick Davis
yeah, just like kind of
spree.
how like some like how we just kind of like did like a couple Quentin
Well,
Tarantino stuff or
we're getting back to Quentin Tarantino after the next movie we're reviewing. Which spoiler alert, we're reviewing Fight Club next.
Oh sweet, yeah, I can finally get all those references. I mean, I'm spoiled on the ending, based on the basic ending,
Oh,
but
wait a minute, you've never seen Fight Club?
yeah, no, like I got
Oh,
kind of spoiled on it, and then like
oh
people would
God.
make so many references that I was just kind of like, well, like I
Oh
know
God,
the twist,
that's the
so
very first film I've ever seen. Yeah, we're definitely reviewing that next.
that's the first film you've ever seen.
Yes, yes, Fight Club is the very first film my
When did
parents
it come
ever let
out?
me watch. It came out like 2000, 2001.
That long ago?
Yeah, 1999.
1999.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
know
the
it was that
very
old.
first that was the first film my my parents ever let me watch.
But yeah,
And
I know the ending. I mean, I know like the basic thing of like spoilers for Fight Club real quick. If skip like a minute because that that the Brad Pitt and Edward Norton's character is the same.
ah man, that's kind of disappointing. Ah, damn it. It's
Like it says,
integral.
ultra.
That's integral. You don't fucking know that to the film. That damn it. But at least you can look
That's why I
out.
never watched it.
At least you can look out for the foreshadowing of that
I've
they
never
plant
seen The
because
Sixth Sense either.
they do. Well, the Sixth Sense that you don't need. That's it's not as good as everybody thinks.
I think it's just because it's like not a terrible Shyamalan film
But
that
yeah,
people think
we'll
it's
get
really
back to
good.
the Quentin Tarantino's the reason why let's try to get back into Friday. The reason why we reviewed Friday was literally because in Jackie Brown, Beaumont Livingston, my theory of him and Smokey
Ah,
being
yes.
the same character. So I was like,
Mhm.
we got to take a little detour now.
Oh yeah, I actually made a note. I also had like a little like mini theory within the Friday universe. I don't know if, and it's only just of like this first film that I've watched. I don't know if they actually go more into like why Craig was fired in the two other ones, but it'd be funny if like he did steal one of the boxes and that's where he got the Glock. Like he found a gun in there.
Oh shit.
Because he never, because I mean in the film in the at least in this one he never says where he got it from.
I hate to say it, but the Glock never comes up again. That
Mm.
he learned his he learned the lesson, and it doesn't come up. But that would be a great theory. But
It's, I mean, it's a pretty benign one. I don't think it actually is, but I'd be like, you could make
yeah,
that.
and I have to bring up that scene for the longest time. It took me years to hear the correct line. For some reason, I heard him say boxers, and for the
Mhm.
longest time, the line, "What you stealing boxers for? You trying to build a clubhouse?" Like that. That line never sunk with me. Well, I was like, "What in the fuck are they talking? What does boxers have to do with building a fucking clubhouse?" Because I never caught on that he was a UPS delivery driver. But then,
Mhm.
of course, Red is wearing the uniform, so it's blatantly obvious. It's just not told to you, like it's not handed to you on a silver platter. It's just left up to the viewers to piece together what his job was.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. It's not over explaining, which I love. I hate over explaining.
It doesn't. To be honest, the only things that they over explain are things that kind of warrant an over explanation, like Smokey's twitch through the whole
Mhm.
movie. Like that, that's cool that they actually gave it a backstory and that the reason why
Yeah,
he hates
it
Hector.
works as another bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
they show, don't tell.
yeah, they showed that. It's great. We've gone on way long enough.
All right.
Is there anything else that you wanna before I do the outro? Anything else we've missed?
All right, I guess I think we'll just say that if you were forced to choose a favorite movie, you said that this would be your all time, your fucking like Godhead movie
Uh this would be number three.
number
This
three.
would be number three. Fight Club would
Oh
be
yeah,
number
because Repo
two.
Man.
Repo, the genetic opera, is number one. And the reason what the it's just we'll have to get into that when we review Repo, the genetic opera, of why
Yeah,
it's my
I
favorite
wish
movie
we
of all
could.
time. Cause
I wish we could fucking have access to it.
yeah, I already know for a fact that it's not gonna be God tier. To be honest, I'm probably gonna give it a 4.5, just for the simple fact there is one actor in it that didn't need to be in a musical. He just yeah, when his talking lines are great, but when he sings, it just even for me brings the film down. And the
Mm.
reason why it's my favorite, it's just aesthetically more pleasing to me, and I just love the whole lore and backstory
Mm.
of Repo more than I do Fight Club, because Fight Club is just set in modern day, and a crazy person is starting a cult.
I yeah, I got you. Yeah, I feel the same way about like heavy metal and wizards,
But
or actually, especially wizards.
this definitely is up there as one of my favorites, just for the simple fact nostalgia. I grew up with this I mean, it's as old as me. So I grew up with this film. watched it countless times. I'm gonna watch it countless more times. This is a film that I'm going to show my kid. It's not gonna be the first film, of course, but it's gonna be one of the first films that I show my kid, just so they can get the just. And I'm going to try to instill the lessons that you can get from this film, because it's not just a stoner. There are some like life lessons you can get from this, like like I mentioned, John Witherspoon's speech when he's puts up your dukes. Anybody of any gender, race, anything can take that moment and just apply it to themselves. It's a lesson that you need because unfortunately when he says kids today were punks, were sissified, he's 100% correct. Even to this day, like I wish when I was younger that I picked up on the lesson. Now I see the lesson and it's like, oh fuck. If I just picked up on that lesson, I wouldn't be as sissified as I am today.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be as much as of a punk.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is such thing as being too much of a punk.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, that's our Friday film. If you've been listening, that's our Friday review, not our film. We did not do this. This is Ice Cube's film. I'm not taking credit. Yes. It's me misspeaking, damn it. But yes, this is our Friday review. If you've been listening this long, thank you so much. Please like, comment, and share the video around. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Do you have a sign-off, Spooge?
What's your God tier? Put it in the comments. Put your movies. Well, maybe we'll review it. Maybe if it looks interesting.
Yeah, and this will be a bye-bye.
Bleh.
All right, I'm not like that. I'm gonna keep it down, bro. La, la. Hey, Smokey back here taking a shit. He's there. Well, I ain't gonna tell nobody else.